Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I am going to be doing kind of part 2 of my Q&A. So a couple of days ago I did like a full face makeup with some questions that I got from Pinterest, and today I'm going to be just continuing that because I had 35 questions and I didn't get through all of them. So I thought today I would just again put on a full face and also answer some more questions. This is sellotape. This is not old age. In the space of like 2 days of of just like filming, so I've actually got a sellotape on my eyes because I'm going to be starting with my eyes, and I got sellotape so I can actually make my eyes look really nice in these makeup kind of videos. So I will be starting with the eyes today. So yeah, let's kind of get on with it and answer the first question that I got from Pinterest, really. So what is the first thing you would do if you won the lottery? Well, the first thing I would do is like lose my mind because I've won the lottery. And I guess if I mean like what I would do with the money, I think probably the first thing I would do is buy my mum a house. I know that's so like stereotypical, but the upbringing that I've had, we've grown up just living in like a council house and having to like depend on like the government and everything like that. I mean, to live in a council house is not a bad thing at all. Don't like think it is, because it's definitely not. It's just unfortunate that a lot of people have to depend on the government because you can't work for certain reasons, or you can't work basically. So I think when it comes to winning the lottery, it's definitely something out of luck. And I feel that if I won the lottery, I forgot to take off this stupid plastic, it would help. Obviously it would help immensely when it comes to like living. So I would buy my mum a house, and then I would buy myself a house. It sounds really, I mean, obviously it depends on how much I would win, but obviously if it comes to like the lotteries, it would be millions. I've been thinking about, as you do, is just kind of like, what would I spend my money on? And I know a lot of people would be like, buy myself a car and do this and that. I don't drive, so I won't be buying myself a car. I would definitely help out my family. I would help out charities because it's just a kindness thing, because obviously if you've struggled with money growing up and you all of a sudden have a ton of money, you won't know really what to do with it. But yeah, cut a long story short, the first thing I would do is buy my mum a house. Basically, the next question is my dream holiday. I don't know if I answered this, I don't think I did, but my dream holiday is to go to any of the Disneyland resorts, because I've well, yeah, I spoke about Disney about every single time I do a video I talk about Disney. But yeah, I've never been to any of the Disney parks, mostly because of like financial reasons, I guess. But yeah, I would definitely go to one of them. Those would be like my dream kind of holiday. So yeah, my answer is Disney. What am I gonna answer next? Am I an introvert or an extrovert? I think lockdown has taught me how to be more extroverted, because I've been so introverted the whole time. But because I do suffer from like whoa, what's wrong with my voice today? Anxiety, and just dealing with other aspects of traveling and everything. I like to feel like I'm becoming more kind of extroverted, even though if there was a choice of going out or staying in, I would always stay in. Although I think these days most people would want to, because going towards like West End London, it's always packed and it's always just full of drunk people, and I don't really like being around a lot of drunk people. Just because it just it doesn't make me uncomfortable, it just kind of, I get quite anxious, and because it's always busy. But I always go out for you know, a little session with my friends after work and stuff. So I do feel like I am a bit of both, and I know a lot of people get kind of annoyed when you say stuff like that, but it's kind of true. If you love staying in, but then you kind of like going out, but like both, yeah, I know when to go out. I know when to stay in, but it's difficult to answer sometimes, because I think for me it depends on my mood. If I'm feeling quite anxious, I'm like, well, I'm just gonna stay home. I guess that's what it means being introverted, but I guess I like to be quite out there sometimes. So I'm a bit of both. That's probably what my answer is gonna be. My next question is the best thing about my 20s. Well, I'm not in my 20s anymore, clearly. I'm like in my early 30s now. But I feel the best thing about my 20s, I don't even know. I wrote this question down. I don't even know the answer to it, to be honest, because during my 20s, I obviously went to college, university, and got tons of jobs and stuff. But I think during my 20s, and well, because growing up, I tried to be quite a rebel when it comes to like my family, like going to gigs and doing this and doing that. But I feel maybe my 20s is probably just like feeling young, I guess. I mean, I kind of feel young now. I'm definitely, well, I'm not old, no one's really old. But I guess in my 20s you just have like less responsibilities, obviously depending on the person. But I guess just, yeah, just always chilling out with my friends, especially when we're in uni. Obviously you can go to uni any age, it doesn't have to be just your 20s, but I went in my 20s. And yeah, just hanging out with all my friends was always just like the best thing. We would just hang out, just in the uni bar and stuff like that. I've kind of answered another one of my questions, which I'll just talk about. Did you go to university? Yes. I studied journalism, publishing and media, so I think I did quite well. I mean, I got a 2-2, I got a 2-2, which is just a pass, really. So it's not like I did the most amazing job and got like a 1 or anything. I'm still proud that I went to university, because you know, it's a big achievement to get into university and to be able to do a course and stuff like that. So I'm very proud of myself for doing that, for graduating, because I would have been like, nope, fuck this, I'm gonna leave early and just work in retail forever. Not that it's a bad thing, like I meant in the sense of wanting to just have a degree in something, and I'm really glad that I did, even though it's not something that I feel like I will continue to do. I love writing, and I love, you know, doing journalistic things, but is it a career path? Probably not. But never say never, because you just don't know. So yeah, I did university. I graduated in 2010. I mean, the best thing about it was all the friends I've met, because a lot of them are like my forever friends, really, because we all just like hung out so much and we did like everything together, and yeah, they're just awesome. And yeah, so you know, if you ever feel like you're not sure about going to university, just make sure it's what it's what you want. Obviously a lot of parents would want their kids to go to university to achieve so much, but if you feel like it might not be for you, or you know, it's kind of, you feel like, oh, it's a waste of money or something, but if you want to achieve something, university is definitely worth going to. Right, I'm just finishing with the eyes, so I'm just going to take off the sellotape and I'll be right back. Okay, so the sellotape's gone and we're looking good. Right, so now we're just going to go on with the rest of the face and more questions. So, what are you most insecure about? Oh dear, why did I write this question? So I guess the most I'm insecure about is probably my looks, because that's just, I think that's just something that people just are insecure about in general, so it's not like a new thing. But yeah, I've always been insecure about just me, my weight, my nose, because I freaking hate my nose. Yeah, mostly my face in general. you know, obviously I'm told every day, like very, you know, very kindly by my partner that how beautiful I am, but obviously you just kind of like, I don't believe you, whatever, you're blind. I do say to him all the time, like, you're freaking blind, I don't know what is wrong with you. But yeah, I think just insecurity is, you know, everyone's insecure about so many different things. It doesn't have to just be about your looks, it can just be about other people. Like, I think when I was younger, I used to be more insecure about other people, but now I don't really give a shit about other people, because I feel like I'm growing up. Well, I've grown up. I'm like in my 30s. I should be at a point where all that shit should be gone. I'm just going to be using a new foundation, the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hour in the shade Ivory. I hope this matches me. It's good. Yeah, but I think in general, insecurity is just a natural thing. Even like looking at Instagram, I know everyone's like, oh, never look at Instagram because, you know, everyone's filtered. I mean, that's fine. Okay, be as filtered as you want, but it's still, you know, difficult to be surrounded by so many beautiful women, and then there's just me just looking like a troll. So it's just like that balance that you're trying to deal with every day. But I guess to doing a YouTube channel regarding makeup, it's just something for me to deal with my own insecurities, because I feel that I do good looks. I think well, sometimes I do put in a lot of effort to make myself look different than I normally do, because, you know, that whole, oh, she doesn't look like this without makeup on, but I feel like I still look exactly the same. Obviously I just have a bit of, you know, colour on my skin, and I used to obviously be really insecure about my cheeks with my rosacea, because I would get so many comments, like just in general, obviously not on YouTube, just people just being really horrible about my cheeks, right, even to my face. People would be like, oh, you should stop doing this, you should not do that, you should not do this, and I'm like, well, who are you to tell me what I can and can't do? So obviously it's very difficult when I started wearing makeup that I wanted to hide those insecurities, which was because of my rosacea. This is really nice actually. This is like 2 pumps and it's gotten everywhere. I'm really like, I like that. Pretty good. And now I'm going to go in with a new concealer by Flower Beauty, because I wanted to try this for ages and I haven't had a new concealer years. So yeah, that's what I'm insecure about. That's great, guys. What age did I start wearing makeup? I probably started to wear makeup when I was about 16, 17. I always used to be really kind of light with my makeup. This is before all my rosacea, clearly. And I only used to wear like eyeshadow and lipstick because I didn't feel like I needed foundation. And not that I need it now, but I feel like, well, I do need it now, but in the sense of when I was younger, I was just like, I don't really care what my actual skin looks like, because it's just my skin. But yeah, I think when I was 16, but when I got into makeup, like now, like watching YouTube and collecting makeup, I guess, it was probably about it was about 10 years ago, maybe. I believe it has been like 10 years. And I just kind of, I've always been, I know a lot of people hate the term, but like tomboy-ish, where you're just a bit kind of, you're not completely like girly, like I hate obviously it's just about a stereotype really. When I was growing up, obviously it was very different than how things are now when it comes to like stereotype, but I never liked pink. I never really wore a lot of makeup to make myself look very feminine, because I just like different things from the girly girls, and I guess that's what made me very different when I was growing up, because I was such a bit of an outsider where I would just look different. I'd wear band t-shirts, I'd wear dark makeup and be like the rebel I guess. Yeah, so yeah, it's been about 10 years, I guess. Next question is, what was a major turning point in your life? I don't know if I answered this already, I can't remember, so I left it a bit blank, but I guess a major turning point was probably when I got married, because it made me be a bit more of an adult because growing up, like obviously living with my family, I just was just living my normal life, and then I obviously had a job and I was getting paid and I had money and I was able to like buy stupid shit and, you know, collect stupid shit, which I haven't actually bought any figures in ages because obviously I don't work in Forbidden Planet anymore where I can see it daily, but I used to just like collect just shit ton of stuff, and I still have it all and I will keep them forever. But I think a turning point was probably when I got married. Then I realised I need to just grow up a little bit, in the sense of spending shit ton of money on just expensive, not expensive things, like I don't spend money for expensive things, but just be a bit more careful with my money. I'm just gonna go and try this it's Goof Proof brow pencil, because I really want to start looking after my eyebrows. What I want to do is actually do this off camera because I don't want to fuck it up, so I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I tried to do something with my eyebrows and it looks okay. I know it's really messy, but I am learning because I really want to sort out my eyebrows, but I think I need to actually just like look after them first as opposed to just putting on products. I actually just like pluck them. But anyway, I can't remember what I was talking about. But let's go on to the next question. My favourite YouTubers. Oh, I like this one. So the first person I ever started watching on YouTube was Soph Does Nails, but now she's Soph Does Live, and I still watch all her videos. I think she's awesome. So makeup wise, I watch Soph, then I watch Steph Toms, and I used to watch Tati, but obviously that's long gone, and I used to watch Jeffree Star, that's all long gone. Who else do I watch? I watch Royal Beauty Christie. I absolutely adore that woman. I've got her palette coming soon, hopefully Colourpop will deliver it very soon for me. And you know, like your mind goes blank. I started watching Manny MUA recently. It's really funny. And then kind of like non-YouTubers, me and my husband, we watched PewDiePie a lot. We watched like all his videos only quite recently, just because obviously he is like the biggest YouTuber ever. I know obviously that's not a reason just to watch him, but he's very entertaining, he's very funny. And then I like to watch, actually, you know what? I forgot to mention Bailey Sarian. Like, I watched her video just yesterday about the Black Dahlia. That was so good. She's amazing. And then we watch a lot of kind of like gaming people as well, because we love a game called Dead by Daylight. So we tend to watch a lot of people like Omreka, H2O Delirious, who is one of the funniest. He is one of the funniest YouTubers ever. He's playing Miles Morales at the moment, and we're just watching all the chapters. And when the PS5 like comes back in stock, we will be getting one, just so we've been watching gameplay. And then we watch a lot of like Twitch as well. But those are like my favourite YouTubers. They're not like unknown people, but they're still like people that I really enjoy. So yes, let's see what is next. My favourite hobby. I don't know if I've done that. I can't remember, but it was definitely like makeup and knitting, and I guess what can you class as a hobby these days, because I don't really do much at home. I don't know, playing games, I guess. Yeah, I'm a big gamer, so that's one of my hobbies, I guess. Yeah, next question, because that was just weird. I don't even know the answer to my own questions. What is my favourite makeup brand? I don't think I have one favourite brand ever, but brands that I do love, I love Revolution. They're probably just one of my faves. I love NYX, I love ELF, a lot of like high street places, because they're cheap and cheerful, because like I say a lot, you don't have to spend a shit ton of money to like get good makeup, because obviously there's like the whole luxury aspect of it, and if you want to do that, obviously no one's stopping you, it's your money. But yeah, I'm more of a kind of high street gal, so those are some of my favourites. And then next we have my favourite superhero / comic books. So in case you didn't know, I used to work in a comic book shop for like 8-9 years, and I'm a big like Marvel DC fan. My favourite comic guys ever is the Fantastic Four, because like they're just like they're a family of superheroes, and I just absolutely love their kind of just the storylines that they have. The films were okay, not the new version, but the one with Chris Evans. I freaking love those two movies. I think they're fantastic. I don't care what anyone says, even though I just use like a pun or whatever it is. But yeah, obviously you've got, well, in some kind of order, I've got like Fantastic Four, I've got Batman, I've got Spider-Man, a lot, yeah, basically like Marvel DC ones are always going to be like my favourite ones, because I do love some independent ones, but like, you know, I guess you call Hellboy independent? No, he's not independent, but as in he's not really part of the Marvel DC aspect. So yeah, those are some of my favourites. Let's go on to the next one. My first job. Okay, so when I was really young, I actually worked in a makeup shop. So it was actually down the road from where I used to live, and my sister used to work there as well. I think that was one of her first jobs. So I was just working there on a Saturday. So I was doing like 1 day a week. And then I think, yeah, after that I stopped, because I think I was in college. So I didn't really have a job. And then I started working at the cinema. So I used to work for Empire Cinemas in Leicester Square. So I worked there so the whole time I was in uni, I worked there, and then I worked there for like another half a year, and then I went to Forbidden Planet, and I was there for 8 years. And then, yeah, the question was my first job. I don't know why I'm answering like every job I've ever done. So yeah, my first job was in like a makeup shop. It doesn't actually count, but I did like, you know, when you're in school and you have to do like volunteering work or work experience. I worked in a shoe shop. That was pretty shit. So yeah, that's like my first job. Did you go to university? I've done that. Want children? I do, but not right now, because we're both just kind of starting our careers. That's me and my husband. And I think I want us to move somewhere first. Like that's going to be a bit more permanent, because where we are, we only want to live here for like the allocated year, and then hopefully look to like buy somewhere one day. We really hope, because I know it's like the economy is so fucking crazy right now. One day we hope to like buy somewhere, and then we're definitely gonna have some children, hopefully. The last one, I don't know why this is so random. What is my favourite smell? Let me just put this on and I'll answer that question. Okay, I just did my lips, and I actually used the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Pioneer, and I love this formula so much, so I thought I would treat myself to a new shade. But my favourite smell is so random. So obviously coffee is like one of my favourite smells in the whole world. I love the smell of petrol, weirdly enough. Like, you know, when you're in a petrol pump and you can just smell it, it's amazing. Vanilla. I know that's so strange. I'm just like vanilla. Yeah, just I love really sweet smells as well, because I would always choose sweet over savoury. That's why my teeth are so freaking bad. But yeah, that's all my questions over the space of 2 videos, because you guys know I like to chat. But this is my finished look. I really like this. I think from now on I will be starting with my eyes, because of the wonderful sellotape. The invention of sellotape, because I know a lot of people with talent can do it without sellotape, but I can't do that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this Q&A. I know it's really freaking random, but I just thought it was a bit of fun, and you guys get to know me a bit more if you want to. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to, and that's a lot more these days because I'm not going to the gym. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe. Thank you to those who have wished me a happy birthday. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's made my day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.